All right, coming up, do you know what the difference is between a wedding shower and a bachelorette party? Well, we're going to share some etiquette tips for you next on San Antonio Living. Welcome back to San Antonio Living. Ahead of wedding season, Diane Gottsman is here to share some information on bachelorette parties and wedding showers. Hi, Diane. It's good to see you.
Hi, Shelley.
How you been?
Good to see you. Good. Great.
Good. Okay, this is important information. I think there's been a lot of confusion over the difference between a wedding shower and a bachelorette party. So really, what is the difference?
So they're both celebrations, but a wedding shower is, traditionally, historically, you would sprinkle the bride with good information and gifts. And the wedding shower is still very much up and running. The bachelorette party is still up and running, except they're different because the bachelorette party is traditionally smaller. It's for a group of friends that are ready to celebrate and have fun. But there is that big difference because Aunt Edna may not be invited to the bachelorette party because it's just much more lively. Mom may not go. She may go. Who knows?
Okay.
So
are there any rules basically when it comes to invitations for the wedding shower versus the bachelorette party?
So the wedding shower is going to be more traditional. Again, even if it's casual, you want to make sure there's a who, what, where, and when, much like the bachelorette party, but you want to make sure to send out that invitation.
Okay.
A bachelorette party, there just may be 3 people. 5 people. You can do it word of mouth, but again, you can still do it by an e-vite or a card if you would like, because if it's a destination, then we need to know where you're going, how are you going to get there, where are you going to stay. So a wedding shower is quick and slick, and you walk in, you have lunch, and you leave. A bachelorette party sometimes involves multiple days.
Okay. Who is supposed to put the bachelorette party together?
So the bachelorette party is it's a group of people, and it could be the bridesmaid, it can be the wedding party, it could be a friend. But the difference between, again, a wedding shower and a bachelorette party, the wedding shower, the hosts pay for it. The bachelorette party, they're going to coordinate it, but you and I have to pay for our own trip, more than likely. And it's interesting because there was a survey done by Wedding Wire, which is a popular wedding site, and they found that it's approximately $100 plus. This was a few years ago to go to
that
this.
Seems on the low end.
Yes, plus to go to this bachelorette party, because we're paying for hotels, we're paying for our airfare, we're paying for our food, and that's not what the host is paying for. There's no real host.
Okay. Should you bring a gift to a bachelorette party?
You can. So
what kind of gift, or do I even want to get into that?
This is a G-rated show. Certainly you're going to bring, if you want to bring gifts, and the people who are coordinating it are going to have swag bags for you, and they're going to have all kinds of things. But if you want to bring something, by all means. But a commonly asked question is, can I create a bachelorette registry?
That's a thing?
It is a thing, but I try and suggest that you don't do it, because people are gifted out. There is the wedding shower, and there is the wedding, and then you've got the bachelorette party. And if there's a registry, it's another ask. So I say bring what you would like to bring. Avoid, when possible, the registry, unless everyone is just gung ho for that registry, which I'm gonna doubt.
Okay. Is it okay to decline an invitation to a bachelorette party?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it may be a destination and you can't afford it, or you may just not. You may not be comfortable in that setting. If it's a little bit racier, then you might, that's the reality. But sometimes I think that there's always an opportunity to say no, and then the bride and everybody else has to understand, because it may not work into your schedule.
Okay. What if you invite a bunch of people, they haven't RSVP'd? What's the correct way to go about finding out if they're coming or not?
Just call them. Just call and say, Shelley, did you get the invitation? Or I reached out to you about a month ago, and I'm just making a final count. Now, that's not the bride. That's the person who's coordinating it.
Okay. Let's talk ideas, because yes, the bachelorette party is a wide range, right?
Right.
But this day and age, a lot of people are doing destinations or events. It's not all about, hitting up Chippendales.
Sure.
It's grown.
Absolutely. So it's 56% of bachelorette parties are conducted over 2 days, which means that you can have a lot of fun. You can go to a beach. You can go to somebody's lake house if you're lucky enough to have a friend or if you have one. So I think that it's important to know that it doesn't have to be a set standard. You could go to, you could have an art party. You could have a tea. It could be as conservative as you would like, or you can go out for a week if you have that kind of money and if your friends have that kind of time, in budget.
All about celebrating, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you. I feel like we've got this covered now. We know the rules, hopefully. If you've got questions, you can find Diane Gottsman at the Protocol School of Texas right here in San Antonio. Visit protocolschooloftexas.com and be sure you're following Diane on Instagram at Diane Gottsman. Everything you need to know is right there on your screen.